Bonjour everybody and welcome to our lockdown dinners with myself, Monsieur Le Glug or Mr. Sachs, and Freddie Sachs as our cameraman. Say hello, Freddie Sachs.
Say hello, Freddie Sachs.
There we are. Right, Fred, this is a homage to the late great Keith Floyd. We are going to be cooking coq au vin, which would be one of the dishes that he would have cooked and loved in his time in France and his time back in Bristol. And in true Keith style, we're going to take a spin round the ingredients, friends. So, what you will need is some button or chestnut mushrooms. You'll need 10 to 12 shallots. You'll need some chicken breast. You'll need some chicken drumsticks, butter, lardons, thyme, some seasoned flour, some bay leaf. You'll need some chicken stock, and you'll need some red wine, and you'll need some brandy. What you will also need, because it's essential, is you'll need a very big pan, like that. And you will also need, follow me around, Fred, you will need one of these slow cookers. And that is what you'll need. Now, all these chefs that have been on, they're doing dishes in real time. We're going to condense this down to 4 minutes. So you're going to see the dish from start to end in 4 minutes. There we go. We're going to get on with the cooking. So, in our big pan, we've got some butter and a little bit of olive oil frying away. And we're going to just cook off our lardons. And we're going to get those going. And this is the start of the coq au vin. And we want these lovely and crispy, and we want all the bits of the lardons to come off in the pan, and then we're going to put the shallots in. Right, okay, so these lardons have been going for about 5 minutes and they're beautifully crisp, so these are ready to transfer into the slow cooker. What we're going to do now is we're just going to slice these shallots and then stick them in the lardon fat and fry these off. So, whilst those shallots are busy frying away, we're going to season our chicken in this seasoned flour. But you don't want too much of the flour on there, so you just pat it like that and then move on. So, we now have our seasoned chicken, and this is all going into the big pan, and we're going to brown this all off, like so. What we're doing now, these are browning really nicely, but they've got to take on some nice colour. The drumsticks are a little bit more tricky than the breast. The breasts are easy because they've got a flatter surface, but we're just going to keep browning and turning before we can get to the exciting bit which Freddie is waiting for, where we set it all on fire. The chicken is all sorted now, so we're now going to set fire to it, which is very exciting, and it's a bit that Freddie's been waiting for all day. So, that was obviously incredibly successful, the flambeing. Don't do that at home. Obviously, I've been doing it for years, so I know exactly what I'm doing, and it dies down very, very quickly. So now we're just deglazing the pan with some red wine. And then we're going to transfer this also into our stock pot. Freddie has just said that the flambeing was very Floyd-esque. And I'm sure that he'd have been very impressed with that. But anyway, I think that was a sort of Floyd moment in the kitchen. So we've certainly done the old man very, very proud. So what we're now going to do is we're going to transfer the deglazed pan and the red wine into the stock pot, like so. Getting all those bits. And then we're going to take our stock, our chicken stock, hot stock, and that's going to go in as well. Pouring all of that in there, which is beautiful. And the lid goes on, and as Floyd would say, the beat goes on. Okay, so what we now need to do just with our stock pot is to put our herbs in. And I always feel that people put too few herbs in. They just say, oh, sprig of thyme. Well, you don't want a sprig of thyme, you want a handful of thyme, as Floyd would say. So that to me is a handful of thyme. And that's going to go into our stock pot here. And then we are going to put 3 or 4 bay leaves in, like so. Well done, Freds. And then we are going to really immerse those and get the whole cooking process going. So get that thyme right into your stock pot. And then, like I say, the lid will go on and we leave that for an hour and 20 minutes. So what's been happening since we've been away is that the stock pot is bubbling away, and that's been going now for an hour. All we've done with that so far is just add 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, and for the last 20 minutes of cooking we're going to put these chestnut mushrooms into the pot. But you must keep seasoning. Season. So essential with all of our cooking. So these will be transferred into the pot for the last 20 minutes, and then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to reduce that sauce into the big pot and reduce it down and get it really concentrated and really bringing out all the flavour. Okay, that's it. What we've done is we've taken all of the liquid out of the stock pot, and we're now just reducing it down and thickening it up with these little beurre maniers, which is butter and flour, just to thicken this sauce. And basically that is it. And once it's thick, we will then reduce it, we will take it back and put it back into the stock pot. Okay, so that is it. The coq au vin is ready to be served with some nice buttery, creamy mash. Don't forget lots and lots of seasoning, lots and lots of butter in your mash. Freddie, come and smell it. What do you think?
Amazing.
Great. So there it is. Homage to Keith Floyd, our coq au vin, which we think is great with these uncertain times and not very great weather. I think Keith would be really proud of that dish, and Freddie and I are going to love it.